I'm just gonna go off the fly right here. All right, everybody, my name is Panda. I'm at the skate park, and I want to talk to you skaters about videography and what gear that you need. And it's just simple, inexpensive gear. Now, I've been rocking the JJC brand lately. They gave me this nice camera bag, but I've been using it for versatile things like transporting battery banks, other mobile cameras, filters. If you don't have a pair of Maven filters, I suggest investing in some ND filters, variable ND filters, some star filters, some glow filters, because, you know, or mind you, if you want a soft feel, yes, we have filters, Maven filters. Yeah, get yourself a pair of tier 1 filters, okay? So this is what the gear that you need. It's just inexpensive. I'm Panda. JJC, disclaimer, did send me this stuff, right? But this is not script. Most of my other videos are kind of like script. This is off the key. Because I noticed in a lot of you rollerbladers, you guys like to shoot bare bones. When I mean bare bones, just the phone, but this is what you need. Your smartphone, a filter system, because if you're gonna shoot video, you gotta shoot video with proper filters so you get that nice smooth blur effect. And mind you, respecting that 180-degree rule. But like I said, this is inexpensive. Look at this. MagSafe, JJC. I'll show you. All this is parts. JJC sent me this. You could put this on a tripod and clamp it if you have one of those arc Swiss clamps. You can use it for that too. This is all MagSafe with a 1/4 thread, right? This is from Jayun. This is there for my gimbal, right? I use their table tripod. This is from JJC, right? This is the MFS Mark II, and I'm using Maven filters, but I'm using a KNF 67 to 77 step up, ring. Yeah, I should step down a little bit, but that's the filter size I have. Anyway, and I'm using it on my iPhone, right? So, why you want to use ND filters? First and foremost, screen tear. If you guys don't never heard of that term before, I just don't like I said, motion blur. They call it motion blur. I call it screen tear. It's like video games. You get that nasty look. It doesn't look very appealing. You want that nice soft look, but also it makes skin tones look very nice too. So use filters. If you want to use an ND filter on top of a soft glow filter, you can build a combination on that. But keep this in mind. This is why I got a 77 filter size, because I want my lenses to be in the center of that filter. So keep that in mind. But like I said, this is inexpensive, right? Put this on here. All this is MagSafe. And then if you guys, rollerbladers, if you guys going to be shooting, literally, it's easier to shoot like this, close to you. You the gimbal, right? So therefore you control the balance. So when you're following someone, you can follow someone, get the speed, and you can grab both hands and get nice smooth shots this way. This is why I recommend using something like this. Now this is all from JJC, yes, except for the Jayun table tripod, but I'm pretty sure they got their own table tripods. Anyway, as I was saying, friends, now all you need to do is execute this and practice all the time. These are very inexpensive gear that you can buy, anyone can buy. Now I do have another product I want to show you. This is the JJC magnet hand grip. Now Tessin is sending me a iPhone 17 Pro combo, and I want to use the hand grip. I want to show everyone, this is the hand grip I'm using now. It doesn't have much coverage for your hand. I want a little bit bulkier grip, perhaps. More button functions would be nice, but soon Tessin is sending me that product, and I'm going to compare it. I don't have the iPhone 17 Pro, but I am going to compare when it comes down to functionality when using it with my iPhones. So, and it is also backwards compatible. The grip it is, and the light that they're also sending with everything, which is a combo. But keep that in mind. And also, they also want to send me another neck holder stabilizer, Tessin. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that this video is not script for JJC. I'm just showing what JJC has sent me, what I've been using, and I think the best way for rollerbladers or anyone skateboarding and doing sports, following someone, all you need, because iPhone 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, that's some good stabilization. So, you know, you're not, listen, you, like I said, you the gimbal. You got all control. You know how to balance everything, control. But this is why this is simple, easy, and multifunctional. But other than that, everybody, you can add audio systems if you want to add audio, if you want to do reels for Instagram or TikTok, whatever platform you choose to shoot video for. But like I said, everyone, all this stuff is very inexpensive, and you can buy it right now on the Amazon link or directly from their website. It's your choice. But thank you, JJC, for sending all this stuff. But I do have to make comparisons, man, JJC. And I hope all brands are aware that that is my honest assessments when it comes down to utilizing some of this mobile gear for iPhones. Most of this is meant for the iPhone, and they advertise for iPhone, but you can use it for the Samsung line or any phone that has MagSafe. So pretty much, yes. Thank you, JJC, for sending all this stuff out for free. Yeah, appreciate it, man. This stuff is great. But there are caveats to some of the stuff that I have been featuring, and I want to explain that I did have some issues with the JJC neck mount coming loose sometimes off the neck. Sometimes the strap would come loose, and then when I bent over, it would just like come loose or break. So I had to crazy glue it back a few times, but that's the part. Of learning how to use simple gear, but then again, these are unexpected times when you don't know when it's going to happen. But with that said, everyone, I'm the Panda Photographer, and this is my mobile film analysis on what I'm using right now as of 2025 autumn. So please subscribe, like, and share. If you guys like the content, I leave the links to most of what I'm saying, most stuff was here down in the description below. Like I said, this is all script. I'm not gonna write a script for this because you know what, you guys want an honest opinion, and I think that's fair. And I want all the brands to know that this is how I like to do my videos in the real world. All your products have been tested in the real world, not in the studio, in studio sometimes, but in the real world 90% of the time. But with that said, thanks for watching. The audio that you're listening to is from the Rode Wireless Go. I'm using Maven filters. I use a 3-stop and a CPL to give me that 4.5 stops that I need. So with that said, everyone, thanks. See ya.